Hello, lovely souls, and welcome back to the channel. Today's pick a card reading will be asking the question, what do I need to surrender? What do I need to let go, release, wave my white flag, give up resistance to in my life in order for me to move forward? What do I need to surrender? Okay, pile one, pile two, and pile three. Okay, so let's jump right in, starting with pile one. Okay, what does pile one need to surrender, Spirit? So I'll be doing the tarot cards and I will get a few oracle cards as well. What does pile one need to surrender? Sometimes we don't like that word surrender, like just surrender, just because sometimes we feel like it means giving up. But I mean, like, it kind of does. It means giving up something, giving up control. Yikes. For those of us who like control or like to be controlling, it's especially hard. But what does pile one need to surrender at the moment of this viewing, Spirit? Have justice. Have the lovers. We have the Two of Wands, which was in reverse here. Have the Four of Wands. The King of Swords. Wow. And the Fool. Geez, got three major arcana here. This was in reverse, the Two of Wands. I don't know why. I like to, when they come in reverse, I like to look at the images upright and see. Because sometimes I don't like, they come in reverse, but I can get a feeling from just like whatever the images kind of make me feel, like if it's sort of a lower vibrational energy or not. So what does pile one need to surrender? What does pile one need to let go of and release? Got justice. We got, oh wow. Need to surrender a connection. You need to surrender a relationship right now. Or, yeah, to release a relationship and start afresh. What is it about this relationship that you need to surrender? To surrender to, do you need to surrender the influence that you allow it to have on you? The influence that you almost kind of like being trapped in your mind. It keeps you indecisive. It keeps you keeps you not sure of yourself, not sure of the direction that you need to go in. Like, it's almost like you're trapped in the middle, like you're in stagnation, like you're waiting for something new, something fresh to start. It's like you're waiting for movement from maybe the partner or the person that you're not releasing, not letting go of. So yeah, this is asking you to let go, to surrender, to release your hold on this connection that you have, and to start afresh, to start anew, to take new chances, to not allow this, whatever this relationship is, to keep you stuck, to keep you trapped. So yeah, surrender the connection, surrender it for now, and and not be afraid to step out and have a new beginning. And not to feel like if you do step out that, you won't find anyone worthy, or no one will find you worthy, because you are worthy of the best love. You don't deserve to be trapped in your mind, going back and forth, sort of being strung along in a way, or being mind screwed by a situation, because you deserve to have a fair and balanced give and take of it in a relationship. So yeah, and the power of it is in your hands. Like you look at her. Like, she is just like, okay, are you going to be trapped in there, or are you going to let go and start tapping into your full power, and not kind of be in this sort of restless middle. That's what I'm getting. It's like a restless middle. It's like, no, release. So pile 1, you're being asked to surrender, to let go of, to release some sort of love connection, some sort of hold that let go of the hold that it has on you, so that you can use those energies to start afresh, to make new decisions, to dream new dreams and have new adventures. Okay, so let's pull some oracle cards here. Okay, and what do our divine healing oracle cards support? Will support pile 1 in releasing this hold that it has. Sensitivity. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at this. See this card? She's gorgeous. Surrounded by own self-love. Like it says, sensitivity. Like those of you who are watching this are very sensitive souls. Like you have lots of love to give, and you have to love yourself and feel the abundance that you have within. All this, oh my gosh, this card is beautiful. I hope you guys can see this good. But you are gorgeous. You who are watching this, like pile 1, you have so much love inside to give to yourself first, then let that abundance flow out to others. But you have to release this connection, this relationship connection, and surrender it, because it affects your energy really bad. Like, you're a sensitive person, and you allowing this partnership or relationship situation to have a hold that it does on you mentally keeps you from flourishing in your full potential. It keeps you from just this luxurious natural abundance, and using that sensitivity for your own abundance and gain, and to be able to give to others. So yeah, pile one, and honor your sensitivity, honor your energy and your thoughts. Like, keep your thoughts on just things that make you feel great and make you feel abundant, and the dreams that you have, visions that you have, or creativity, things that you can start, something new that you can do. Yeah, start pouring into yourself. Start pouring into yourself and renewing your mind, and stop allowing this, whatever this relationship is, whatever the situation is that's that you're holding on to, that you're not releasing, wanting to control it. You have to let go, and keep your mind and your mental energies and your emotions, pour them into yourself, and keep your thoughts on things that are true, things that are true about yourself, things that are noble, things that are excellent, things that deserve praise, things that are worthy. Like, keep your mind on those things, because that's going to affect how you feel and how your emotions are. And it'll keep you kind of not teetering back and forth and giving something in an imbalanced way where you're not receiving anything in return. That's what I'm getting for pile one. So you're being called to surrender whatever this partnership, love, connection, whatever the relationship is right now at the moment, to let it go, to release it, allow it to not have a hold on you, and just let it go. Okay. Let me know in the comments below if that resonates in any way, pile one. Thank you for watching, and we're going to move on to pile two. All right, pile two. Pile two, what are you being asked to surrender? What are you being asked to let go of, to release? What are you being asked to surrender, pile two? Right away, I'm hearing job. What about job? Is it like release your job, surrender your job? What do you need to surrender? What do you need to release and let go of? Ooh. You got the Four of Swords. Got the Chariot in reverse. Got the Knight of Pentacles. Got the Nine of Swords. Got the Devil. Got the King of Cups in reverse. What is pile 2 being asked to surrender, to release? Are some of you who are watching in pile 2 have a job, a partnership with someone, like some sort of a business, or with a partner? Because I'm hearing job, I'm hearing partnership. What are you surrendering here? What are you being called to surrender? Yeah. There's some sort of like testing, in a job, some sort of job or some sort of project here that I'm getting. And you're being asked to take a step back, release whatever you're getting kind of harried about or getting kind of anxious about. And you're being asked to, sort of take a step back, have some solitude, and reflect on where you want this business partnership to go, where you want this this job. I'm getting kind of two things. I'm getting business partnership, I'm getting a job. Maybe you have a job, like work that you're doing with someone, a project that you're working on, and maybe it was kind of going somewhere and you felt like, full steam ahead, like you were on a path and it seemed like it was flowing great, but then and it has great potential. Even it had great potential, or has great potential, but you're being called to surrender and release and let go of maybe being controlling in this area, because it's just causing a lot of chaos, sleepless nights, nightmares. I'm hearing I just feel like it's kind of keeping you up and keeping you trapped in this anxious phase. And then because it's not going as fast as you wanted it to go, you're kind of maybe saying like mean things to yourself, or like just keep getting trapped in your head and kind of allowing it to make you pessimistic in a way. So you're being asked to let it go, to release it, to surrender to it, or surrender to maybe just surrender to what in the job? What do they need to surrender to release it to? Just let nature take its course on that one. Because it's like, it's something that had great potential, but then on the other end, you have this Knight of Cups here in reverse, or sorry, King of Cups in reverse here. And it's like, it's not going anywhere. It's not flowing, or like the ideas aren't flowing. The creativity of the project or the job, whatever this situation is that I'm getting, it's like it's stuck. It's not flowing anywhere. And you're being asked to surrender and let go and release and kind of go back within to figure out where you need to start from the drawing board, and and start afresh so that you can have a fresher point of view, or have a clear vision, and feel great about it. Let's see, what's some advice on how you could move forward with this? Pile 2 with this release. Yeah, just like I was getting. Like, okay, pause, take a step back, start from the drawing board, and go within and know that give birth to a new idea. Start kind of release and surrender what you had before, and know that there's already something within you right now that's waiting to be birthed, that's waiting to kind of be fertilized in a way and have more blood flow. I'm thinking more blood flow flow to it, more blood flow of creativity and thought and solitude, so that you can start afresh and create something even better. Even something by the next new moon you might have, or next full moon, you might have like a whole new fresh perspective for a job, or whatever the situation is, job, career, project that you're working on, that I'm getting the energy from this pile. Yeah, just, it takes time too. I'm hearing when I see birth, I'm like, it takes time, and just need a little moment to incubate, kind of figure out how you want it to go, and then let nature take its course, and it'll just kind of snowball on its own and come out even better than whatever it is that you're trying to like control right now, or trying to get, that you need to release. And what is something from the whispers of healing that will be helpful and beneficial for pile 2 as they surrender to solitude, and to starting the drawing board, and to starting fresh, and to choice? Oh, look at that. How pretty. See that? Look at all those. Look at it. It's just like choice, all those different choices. Like you probably even being presented with choices even at the moment of like different things you can grab a hold of. They're probably already around you at the moment. Even probably while you're watching this, you're already thinking of some things. Oh, I could do that. That's what I'm getting. Like maybe someone you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I already knew that. I could do this, or I can try that. But yeah, like the choices, you have choices, and don't be afraid to make a different one as you start from the drawing board. And yeah. And yeah, the choice is yours. It's not, there's nothing wrong if you wanted to kind of abandon the job or the project and start afresh, because a lot of times, we're not ready to handle maybe everything that project will entail. That maybe the time isn't right, the environment that it's being kind of brought forth in isn't right. The people that are involved in it, that energy around it, that vibe is not going to help it nourish it, to make it grow, to make it be the best that you want it to be and that it should be. So just know that you have the choice to either keep going with it and not surrender and kind of be sort of going crazy in your head with your thoughts and with your thinking and beating yourself up over the outcome, or you can start over and with a fresh idea, start from scratch, give birth to a new idea, and yeah, and make a better choice, because the choices are endless. Yeah, I'm getting that. Like the choice is yours, and there's so many. And do not ever, whatever it is you need to surrender right now, like don't be afraid to let it go, to release it, because there's always a better way, always something more, when you make a different choice and when you surrender and release whatever's not serving you at the moment. It's not making you, it's not fulfilling you. It's not having you be at peace. So it's like, let it go, surrender, stop trying to control it and manipulate it and make it, something that it's not. Okay. All right. I hope that helped you in some way, pile two. Let me know in the comments below if it resonated at all, if you feel inclined. And thank you for watching. All right, on to pile three. Pile three. What does pile three need to release, to surrender, to let go of? Pile three, what do you need to surrender, to release, let go? Wave that white flag. What do you need to let go of and surrender? Okay, we got Queen of Inspiration. She's beautiful. Queen of Inspiration. I'm not going to read these cards in reverse if they come out. I'm just going to turn them out. The Ten of Materials. What is this? The Muse of Voices. What do you need to surrender? The Eight of Materials. Ooh. Five of Materials. The Eight of Emotions. This is interesting. What does pile 3 need to surrender? You, pile 3, you need to surrender to spirit, to the goddess within, to divine creation. Like, I'm just getting a heavy feeling of spirit here, of like divinity. Like, you need to surrender to the divine. You need to surrender to spirit. You need to surrender to your inner being. You need to let go of maybe you're being asked to let go of maybe to like your community or what society has taught you is the way of fulfillment, or is the way to connect to your soul, or whatever it is, like whatever it is like that you've been raised in. Yes, it has been a good foundation for you. You know, we always have like those seeds planted of where we need to go, and how we need to kind of navigate the world, or, you know, something outside of ourselves. But you're being asked to take a more spiritual path, and to kind of tap into that goddess within, tap into your inner intuition, your creativity, your life force. Kind of like, I'm just getting a lot of like sacral chakra kind of feeling from this reading, which has to do with the emotions and creativity, and being comfortable with your, you know, sexuality, and the kind of seed of creation, kind of like your gut, like that gut reaction to things. But you're being asked to surrender to to surrender to spirit, to surrender to that you have a lot of different ways of knowing things, of being able to communicate things to others, a lot of diverse ways to express yourself and to express the divine even to others. Wow. Yeah. Like, you have major spiritual gifts that you need to tap into here. And don't be afraid to kind of plug in to, you know, spiritual community or soul group that will help you kind of like that spiritual family that will kind of give you the strength and the encouragement and the support that you need to feel comfortable tapping into that part of yourself, that spiritual part of you that maybe you're a little afraid to, that you're afraid to tap into. Maybe you feel like it's something that will like be too much for you. Like you won't be able to kind of get a grip on it. Like if like you'll feel like I'm falling and I can't. So I think a part of you is scared to surrender and let go to spirit because you feel like it's just gonna swallow you up. I don't know why I just got that. Maybe like some of you are watching feels like, oh my gosh, what if it swallows me and I can't, like almost like it's a monster. But it's not. It is something, it's beautiful. And maybe on the other hand, like you know that it like part of you feels scared, but also feels sort of intrigued by it as well. But yeah, look at her. She's kind of balled up, already covered in this white, which yeah, this sort of spiritual light waiting to unfold, waiting for it to like it's just balled up, not being used, but it's being kind of asked, hey, come on, wake up. Like, don't be afraid of it. Tap into it. Surrender to spirit. Surrender to your divine within. You have something to give. And yeah, I see this, just this like, oh, wow. And then you see her and then her shadows. It's like, yeah, don't be afraid to tap into, yeah, to go within and tap into your shadows, because once you deal with those, when you surrender to spirit, spirit will help you sort of deal with those hidden parts of you. And maybe that's the part of you that's hidden in the shadow, that spiritual aspect that maybe you've kind of been hiding, or yeah, that's just been kind of buried deep in there that you know is there, but for some reason you've been scared of it, but it's been calling you. It's been trying to get your attention, and you are going to feel inspired. You're going to feel abundant. You're going to feel beautiful and powerful, but don't be afraid of it. You know, when we have those, we call them dark nights of the soul, when we kind of face certain parts of us where, because in our shadow world, like there are not only things that are unpleasant and hurtful, or things that, you know, terrible things that need to be healing, but there are also good things that's there are also good things that's down in there in those shadows underneath those muck and mire. There's also jewels and treasures that are waiting to be tapped into, or waiting to kind of have been waiting for you to come looking for it, so that they can come out and express themselves in your conscious, you know, space. And yeah, so you're being asked, pile 3, to surrender to spirit, to surrender to that powerful spiritual side of yourself. And don't be afraid to find groups and plug in and kind of get inspiration, get encouragement, get support as you explore that side of you in that part of your healing journey. But you are a goddess or God, you know, gods and goddesses, pile 3. You're being asked to tap into that and not be afraid of it. So surrender to spirit, surrender to that calling of your soul. Don't be afraid of your shadows. Face them bravely. Look at her. It's like she is this person. Can you all see that? It's like, okay, yeah. Yeah, because once you face those shadows and deal with them with the support, you're never alone as you delve in those things. And that's a lifelong process, by the way, dealing with our shadows. She's walking confidently with that shadow, like almost kind of like that yin and yang. Like, I'm confident. Yes, I have, like, I know that dual aspect of me. I know that there are things that maybe I'm ashamed of, or that I've pushed away or hidden for whatever reason, but I've been to the depths, I'm dealing with them, and I'm walking with them. And I know that I'm going to feed what I want to, I'm going to feed spirit. I'm going to feed that almost, look, I'm thinking about Harry Potter when Harry's all, it's like, I'm scared. I feel like I'm evil. Like, and he's talking to his uncle, godfather, whoever that character is. And he gives him the advice saying, yes, we all have a good and bad wolf in us, or a wolf of the light and a wolf of the dark, or something to that effect. Sorry if I'm botching that, but the one that we feed the most. That's the one that's going to, it's going to govern our lives. Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but yes, we have that good and bad wolf, that light and dark within us. That's how we know what we want. That's how we know what's good. If we didn't have the bad, if we didn't have those dark thoughts or those disgusting thoughts, we wouldn't know what's good. Like we wouldn't know, oh, ew, I don't want to think that, or I don't want to go there. Let me figure out what that's from. I want to feed this thought instead. So just know that you're being asked to surrender to spirit, surrender to the calling of your soul, surrender and let that transformation happen, because you'll feel more powerful, you'll feel more free and creative. Oh wow, this is really fascinating. Okay, I'm going to get some of our literary witches oracle. I'm going to get maybe a couple of these. I don't know. But this is pretty powerful, pile 3. You're being called to surrender. Surrender to spirit. Surrender to the calling of your soul. Don't be afraid of it. Face it bravely and know that you will come out stronger, and you will never have more than you can handle. And there are groups and people out there who have been through the same thing you're going through, and who can give you support and guidance and encouragement as you surrender to that. So let's see. We have wings. Spread your wings and fly. Yes. What about wings? And we have Leslie Mormon Silko, community. Yeah. Find your spiritual community so that you can comfortably spread those beautiful wings and fly, girl or guy. Like watching this, like you're being called to surrender to spirit. Let me see, what did Leslie write? She wrote about community. What did she write about community? Maybe that'll give me, even, I'm being nosy now, more insight into pile 3. She wrote, let's see, taking care of each other. Okay, this card, taking care of each other, safety nets, exile. Okay, so yeah, don't be like, when you start on your spiritual journey, maybe the people who were around you before, your friends, they might like fall off, might think you're weird, might think what are you into, this, hippy dippy, tree hugging, whatever they say, but don't worry about, because I've been there, because it's like, whoa, like that, there you go on your, on your weird kind of kick again. I don't know, whatever opposition that you can get, know that there are safety nets. Know that you won't be alone, but you have a powerful intuition and spiritual gift that you're being called to surrender to and to strengthen. So plug into a community. So it says, so Leslie Marman Silco was of Pueblo, Mexican, European, and Cherokee ancestry. She identifies most with the Laguna Pueblo culture, which holds a vital belief in the universe's interconnectedness. So yeah, very spiritual. Silco's work explores the tensions between the Southwest's diverse communities and methods of healing. Her breakout novel, Ceremony, was about a young half Pueblo, half white man trying to recover from his service in World War II, attracted a major spotlight to Native American literature. So yeah, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Yeah, she was an author who, have all these diverse ancestries within her, writing about things that kind of show how interconnected we are, how we are all, in fact, indeed one. We are one. Spiritually, we are one. We're all interconnected. We're all one part of the divine whole. What do we call it? What else do they call it? We're like these individual spokes on a wheel, but we're all connected. We all have our special, unique part to play. And some of us are here to help others and show people the way and enlighten others, to go ahead and share that light with others so that they can find their way to whatever their calling is. So yes, pile 3, spread your wings and fly and find your community of people that are like-minded, or that I'm sure obviously you're watching videos like this. You're already kind of looking into this. Surrender to the calling of your soul. Surrender to spirit. Yeah. Let's see. What are wings? What the wings have to say? The wings, wishes, ambition, wandering. Spread your wings, fly, and just explore, kind of, in the spiritual community, kind of look for, like I said before, look for groups, look for, even here in my area, there was before, all the shutdowns, but there was a free kind of like philosophy circle that I could go to. There was also at this kind of crystal shop, free kind of, not only were they teaching like little quick tarot readings and different things like that, but they were also given guidance, spiritual guidance. It was like a Sunday circle. So yeah, find a community near you or online that you can plug into to sort of start tapping into and using your intuition. It's sorely needed. So surrender to that part of you. There's no fear except fear itself. Allow yourself to explore and trust that you will be supported when you're on your path doing what you're being called to do, what your spirit calls you to do, your soul's calling you to do. Once you deal with those fears and those things that make you feel trapped or afraid, or that you're trying to control, and that you're allowing fear to not let you surrender to that calling of your soul. Like, how the world needs more people like you, Pile 3. So please surrender to spirit, surrender to that part of you, because it's sorely needed. Okay. And what is some, gathering that flew out. So I'm going to keep that. Gathering. Yeah, look at this even. Look at how all these, I just think whenever I see pictures like these with likes, almost kind of like a spider web, it's like, look at how we're all connected. Gather those thoughts and those ideas, and even like-minded people, and to get your strength maybe to surrender to that calling in your soul, that goddess within, and use it to help others find their path and their way. Okay. All right, Pile 3, thank you for watching. Please comment below if you feel so inclined to do so. And like the video if the spirit moves you. And thank you for watching. All right. See you next video. Bye.